Tom Grundy, who's the editor-in-chief and co-founder of Hong Kong Free Press, joins us from Hong Kong via Skype. Tom, first up, this is another step beyond, isn't it? What do we know about the content that was deemed illegal?
That's a great question. Not much, because the police won't say. 500 officers deployed this morning, going through reporters' computers, seizing 38 PCs during this 5-hour raid. This is despite the authorities saying press freedom is intact since the security law. We saw 5 executives handcuffed, paraded, some of them, through the newsroom, and the National Security Chief, Steve Lee, saying that these relate to 30 articles that somehow were connected with a conspiracy to prompt sanctions against Hong Kong and China. What we don't know is whether these are articles, opinion pieces, or editorials. And when we asked the National Security Chief to clarify, or when the Security Chief was asked later on, they don't directly answer, and they say that we must all follow the law. But of course, this is bound to have a chilling effect unless we understand what exactly is being targeted here.
Right. I'm wondering how it is for you as a journalist, working in this kind of atmosphere. How do you go about your work?
Well, this is the first time a newspaper has been targeted over its content. Last time the Apple Daily was targeted, it was more about Jimmy Lai, the tycoon who co-founded it. As for us, it's difficult to say. You had to ask, but we're an impartial outlet. We're not a pro-democracy tabloid. And our sort of mantra since the beginning, months ago, has been to keep calm and carry on, report the news, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. It's just a case, I think, of taking things day by day and trying to operate normally at the moment for us.
And is that the mood amongst your fellow journalists working in all the various outlets in Hong Kong, this kind of, resolute stance, if you like?
Yeah, I think the focus certainly at the moment is on the public broadcaster RTHK and Apple Daily, and our staff are more than happy to deploy tonight to watch the printing presses whir into action, with the Apple Daily saying that they're going to press on. We understand they may print 500,000 copies tonight, because Hong Kongers tend to, in lieu of being able to protest during COVID, voice support for Apple Daily by clearing it from the shelves. That's certainly what happened last year when it was raided, and we expect that to happen tomorrow morning when these copies are sent to newsstands across the city. So despite their having many of their computers seized, it looks like the paper's going to be pressing on. The show must go on, if you will, and we're going to be bearing witness to that process this evening.
So you do think they will be allowed to print tonight?
Yes, so I think it's more indirect sort of pressure that the paper is facing, whether it's arrests of its directors, some of its assets, $2.3 million worth of assets connected to 3 Apple Daily companies were seized as part of this. So it's not as draconian, I suppose, as literally shutting down the printing presses, but moreover, perhaps death by 1,000 cuts over a longer period. So who knows, with rumours swirling that the government wants this paper shut down, whether it will still be in print by the end of the year. And you say that it's one of the leading pro-democracy dailies. It's the only one left. So although the print edition doesn't make money, they've shut it down in Taiwan, it's very symbolically important that they do go to print. And, Hong Kongers have said that they will buy the Apple Daily even if it's blank.
Yeah, the only one left. All right, Tom, thanks for that. Tom Grundy there in Hong Kong.